Hello, welcome everyone to the 21 Days Mind to Meditation program. Here we are today on the ninth day of this program. So you may be wondering, why are there new faces instead of Suji and Sonika? Well, as of yesterday, we are relieving their duties so that they take a break and we take over. Myself, Renu, and my other co-host today, a wonderful person called Morgan. Hi, Morgan.
Hi,
How are
hi,
you?
hi, good evening and greetings to everyone. I'm so glad to be on board. You'll be seeing me for the next 3 days.
That's great, Morgan. Can we have a little bit of introduction since it's the first day that you are here
Oh,
today?
okay. Maybe I want to start off by saying that for me, the 9th of July 1999 is a very auspicious day because that's the day I hopped into a cab and went to a town hall to get my self-realization. And it's a very brave thing for me to do because I walked into a hall of complete strangers that I do not know, but the self-realization program was very good. I learned that this is the thing that I've been searching for, and once I got it, I've been with it until today, and it's been a great journey for me.
Thank you, Morgan, for sharing. That's lovely. That's a lovely journey. I'm sure you all these years that you've traveled. How long have you been practicing Sahaja Yoga?
23 years.
Oh wow, it's a long journey.
No, time is not the issue here. It's, I think, like this week, I love it because it's living in balance. And I think all of us have the same challenge, living in balance. So
That
that
is
would
so
be the
true.
greatest thing this week.
That is so true. All right, we also have our special leads this week. We have Abhijit and Soumya for today. So they will be coming on a little bit later. Soumya, are you
Hi,
there?
Abhijit.
Hi, would you like to introduce yourself? Abhijit is a face that we have seen before in the past
Hello,
week.
everyone. Good evening and greetings. For seeing me again today. I was there last week. I'm Abhijit. For those of you don't know me or may have joined for the first time, I am an account manager by profession, and I've been practicing this Sahaja Yoga meditation for last 20 plus years. And I'm here to introduce or rather share some insights for today's session as well. So very soon we'll start with the session. Thank you.
Hi, Soumya. Welcome on board.
Everyone, welcome everybody. I am pretty new to this session. I'm a chef by profession, but I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga ever since I've been 12 years old. So I have had the good fortune to kind of grow up learning Sahaja Yoga as well as it kind of shaping my personality. So I'm here today to share my experience and also to help you get onto the same journey that I have experienced so far.
Please feel free to throw in some culinary tricks for us.
Yeah.
Will do.
All right, so today we also have a vibrant youth who will be here with us, Neera. So I love talking to young people actually. So there are young ones in Sahaja Yoga. Hi, Neera. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Very
How old are you?
nervous.
How old are you, Neera?
I am going on 18 years. I'm going to be 18 in May this year.
Okay, where are you from, Neera?
Originally, I am from Malaysia. I grew up there. I know most of the collective. And then when I was 14, I moved to Singapore. So currently, I've been staying in Singapore for the last 5 years.
That's great. That's great. So I believe that you have something to share with us today.
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Neera. My full name is Neera Shreya, but almost everybody that knows me calls me Neera. And I am a high school student studying in Singapore. It is my graduating year this year, so I'll finally be moving from high school to college and then university. So this year's particularly a very busy year for me. I wanted to share on how Sahaja Yoga helps keep me sane through studying. As you all know, I know that everyone knows that it's very difficult to be a student. It's very difficult to study, and I would dare say that it's as difficult as keeping a job because there is equally as much energy that goes into studying, to paying attention, to forcing yourself to stay awake in class, as traveling time. And yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about how Sahaj impacts my school and how meditation impacts my school and how I'm doing. And right now, the main problem that Sahaj is helping me tackle at the moment is my mind and my thoughts. So it's my graduating year, and since I moved to Singapore, my mind has been rather annoying in the sense that I am a worrywart. I love to worry about things. You can talk to my parents and they'll say, I don't have to worry for this girl. This girl worries for herself. So I think too much. And my problem is I don't know how to stop. So sometimes that can affect me very much in the sense that sometimes it prevents me, quite often actually, it prevents me from sleeping properly. It keeps me up at night. I take about an hour to an hour and a half to sleep. And it prevents me from being in the best possible condition when I'm studying, because while I'm studying, I'm busy worrying about so many other things like, oh no, there's a deadline for this, or there's a deadline for a project, or there's a deadline for admissions to college or something like that, or maybe I should go and research on this. And it hinders me to the point where sometimes when I need to take a break, I am always thinking that I'm wasting time. So like if I'm sleeping, or if I'm just watching YouTube videos, for example, which is something very normal, everyone does it. I'm busy, like I'm watching, but my mind is somewhere else. My mind is saying, Nira, you're being lazy, Nira. Get up and go and do something worthwhile. There's like 10 other things I should be doing while I'm watching YouTube videos. So this is a very annoying thing for me. If there was an off switch, I would have used it long time ago. But unfortunately, there is no such thing. So sometimes I will go and complain to my mom and say, I don't know how to make the thoughts stop. I don't know how to silence it. I don't know how to just have peace for a little while. 5 minutes, that's all I ask. So my mom said that you should go and foot soak more often and stop procrastinating. So as this started getting worse, I said, okay, I've got nothing to lose. Let's foot soak and let's ice pack and clear myself properly and see what happens, see the difference. And when I foot soak, I foot soak always before I sleep, and I meditate every morning before I go to school. So when I foot soak, I also tend to use an ice pack to just put it here like a big block of ice. I glue it to my head on the right side. And this helps because after meditation, I feel meditation gives me a sense of clarity. It helps clear my mind. And more importantly, it helps silence the thoughts. And I get a sense of relief, like, oh God, they've stopped. So I can go and relax, or it allows me to get a better night's sleep. And I can come to school refreshed and raring to take on the day and, go and study and absorb things better. So with meditation, it helps me in that sense. And with this simple thing, it's only tackling one problem, but there's like a domino effect. So with my mind, with me learning to control the thoughts and saying things like, I forgive myself and I forgive these thoughts, then I am also allowing myself to focus on the present moment and not worry too much about the future or the past or any other things that I should not be doing, and worry about or like focus on what is happening right in front of me. Like if my teacher's teaching me physics is very difficult for me. So when he's teaching me difficult concepts, I'm sitting there, instead of worrying, I've meditated in the morning, I feel clear, I feel refreshed, my mind is sharp and alert, and I'm just sitting there and I can absorb things better. So it's like a domino effect. Better clarity of mind, better studies I get to absorb, and then my grades improve gradually. So yeah, it's actually yields results because I've been trying it consistently for the last 2 years. Usually I will foot soak once a week or twice a week, but now I've been foot soaking every day. And for the last 2 years, my grades have shot up quite a bit. So I am one of the top students in my cohort.
Wow, that's great.
For this year. And I'm
that's
hoping that
good.
I can continue this momentum. So things are going good, and I've got physical results, which is fantastic. So yeah, that's all I wanted
Great,
to share.
Neera.
That's great. Well done, Neera. We wish you all the very best for your future undertaking. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sharing with us.
And we miss you here in Malaysia, okay?
Yeah, come back, come back.
Yes, I miss everyone in Malaysia. I miss the food
Come
too.
back for holidays.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you, Neera. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay, as we progress, let's go into what we're going to do today. So let's, before that, take a look at what we're going to be sharing with all of you. So today there will be a quick recap of what we did yesterday. So we did an exercise called candling for the left channel clearing, and then we did another treatment called ice pack, which we would apply on the right channel. All right. So for all of you who has missed this session yesterday, or still confused about the placings of the candle or the placings of the ice pack, worry not. Today we will do a quick recap, and you can get into speed about what's happening. Okay, and we will take a look at the first energy center today, called the Muladhara chakra. And we will perform a few meditation techniques while sitting on the ground, and I will allow Soumya to take it away later on this section. Let's also see, we will be also doing the usual things, like we'll start with the raising of the Kundalini, placing the bandhans, and then quick balancing. And then we will go from there to the treatments, and then towards the end we will do another meditation, and we will be sharing resources and doing a Q&A later. So if you have some questions that you are very doubtful about, feel free to note it down now. So towards the end you can ask us later on the chat box, or if you feel that you would like to chat with us, feel free to just unmute and just talk to us. We would love to have a chat. All right. Okay. So let's call upon Abhijit. He's gonna do the meditation section for the first part. Abhijit, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Good. All right. Good evening, everyone, again. So let us begin our evening, or rather morning, wherever you are in any part of the world, with a short meditation technique. Very simple. I think by now all of you will know how to raise Kundalini and take Bandhan. So let us do that. If any one of you don't know, just watch me and then we'll all do it together. All right. So just keep your hands on the lap and left hand near your stomach and hip joint at the center, and then right hand, you have to rotate clockwise around your left hand vertically moving upwards, and put a twist for the first time here. Second time, same process, left hand going vertically upwards, right hand rotating around the left hand, and once you are on top, tie 2 twists or 2 knots. Third and last time, same thing, left hand moving up, right hand rotating around your left hand, going all the way up. You just try 3 twists here, 2 and 3. Right, second half, we just create a protective layer around us 7 times. So this is first, likewise 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and very gently, now you can close your eyes and keep your attention on top of your head. On the fontanel area, you would have seen the subtle system chart. So on very top of your head in the center portion, if your attention is not going there, just you can take your hand and gently touch on top of your head. If you had a very heavy day, there will be a lot of thoughts. They might be coming. Just say in your mind, I forgive my thoughts. Try to stabilize your attention there and get into the silence. Slowly, everyone can open their eyes, very slowly. I hope everyone is relaxed. If you are feeling, don't worry. It's quite natural. If you're feeling sleepy also, it's completely okay. This is basically what we expect, just to be in silence with everyday meditation. All right, so moving on, we will continue with session today. All right, so what I'm going to do before we go on to the topic for today, I'm going to just quickly recap what you have seen yesterday, those who have attended. Some techniques to clear our left channel as well as right channel. In very brief, if you missed it, or if you want to know in detail, it was a practical demonstration. You can see our recording on our website for yesterday's day 8 session. So this, what you are seeing on your screen, is a candle treatment to clear our left side. Basically all the left channel and energy centers. Why we need it basically is during the meditation, it may happen that our left side becomes too heavy, or if during the meditation also we might feel our left side vibrations or left side sensations are not as prominent as our right hand. So in that situation, we need this treatment. However, please bear in mind, these treatments, what has been shown to you, these are optional. You don't have to do it regularly, only when they are required. So don't worry too much about, every day, just start feeling if your left side. Most of the issues are being resolved by doing a proper meditation and a consistent meditation. Treatments we only used as and when they are required. So if you see here a 3 candle treatment which was demonstrated yesterday. First candle you place in front of your left hand. Second candle you place just near your elbow, everything on the left. When we say left side clearance, meaning the candles and everything what we do only on the left side, nothing has to be done on the right side. This we are just doing if at all we feel our left side is imbalanced or frozen. So once you place the candle, we just say the affirmation that Mother Energy, please balance my left channel and all the centers associated with my left channel. And during the time of meditation, once you are doing this candling, if again the thoughts keep on coming, just say golden 3-letter or 4-letter words, I forgive my thoughts. So what happens once you forgive, they go away automatically from your attention, and you would see them getting erased, and your mind will be relaxed, your attention will be relaxed. So this is the 3 candle technique. If in detail you want to know, you can just watch the recordings. Next we go on to the right channel clearance. Earlier it was left channel and now it is the right channel. So if you can see on your screen, we use ice, or rather ice pack, to cure our right channel or our liver. As it was explained in sessions before, liver plays a very important role in our body, because it acts as a filter to detoxify any substances which passes out, whatever we eat, whatever we consume. So whatever toxic substances are being filtered out by liver, and it is very important organ. So many a times it happens due to our overwork or over stress, liver becomes hot and our body temperature gets heated. So in this situation, this treatment, ice pack, it helps to pacify or soothe our liver. Even if you don't have a normal, if you're not able to buy it from a grocery store or anyone, you can just take a towel, put some ice on it and place on your liver roughly at that position as demonstrated in the picture, just under the ribs, and 10 minutes should be more than enough. Do not place more than 10 minutes, as you will get the feeling or sensation that everything, your attention is soothing out or your vibrations are improving. So as soon as you feel that, you can stop that. And as I said, we don't have to overdo this treatment. These treatments are optional. Meditation should be consistent. That is where we stress all the seekers to practice consistently on. So that's for left and right channel. So hope that was a quick recap of what it was done yesterday. And then moving on, we will go on to the topic for today. So this diagram you might have seen many times since the beginning of this 21 days program. So what we have covered during last few days are this channels. This is left channel, this is right channel, and this is center channel. We have done the balancing of channels as well as meditation along with it. Today, what we are going to do, we are going to start learning about the energy centers. If you see these circular structures on the central path of the subtle system, these are called as energy centers. So what are energy centers? I'll just try to explain very simply. If you know, we all work in an organization, in corporates, or in our professions are different, but there is a structure. So in any or every organization, there are various departments which include operations, logistics, human resource, admin, etc., etc. So what happens for an organization to work well? All the department should go in sync, or rather should work up to the standards. If any department fails, then the organization or the management may have to revise the strategy. In the same fashion, our body is an organization, and this all circular structure, which we so-called as energy center, they represent a department. So every circular structure, they govern some part of our body, and they regulate the functions of that body. So if you see this, this is the first energy center, which we call as Muladhara. This we are going to learn today. In the same way, if we go along this central path, there are different energy centers. Second, third, fourth. If you see this fifth energy center, this is called as Vishuddhi. The basic qualities of this is to govern our ENT, which is ear, nose, and throat. So all the scientific functions, all the physiological functions of ear, nose, and throat are governed by this. But going on this will be later during the sessions in coming days. Today, we will focus on this particular energy center, Muladhara. Now, these energy centers, they do rotate in our body at certain frequencies. Too fast or too slow is considered as an imbalance. So what we are going to see in coming slides, we're going to see what is the energy center, Muladhara, what are the physiological functions, what are the balances, imbalances, etc., and how to keep it active so that it continues to regulate that particular organs or functions in our body at appropriate pace, and so as we live healthy from that perspective. Okay, so just moving on to the next slide. Okay, so this is the first energy center, Muladhara, which I just pointed out during the last slide. All right, so now the position of this energy center is located, if you can see in the picture in front of you, just at the base of the spine on the pelvic plexus. So whenever we sit on the ground straight, so the lowest part of our body, when it touches the ground, you can just imagine the position of that energy center over there at the base of our spine. And you could see these orange dots in our hands and feet as well. So why are this important to consider? The reason is this energy center has got left and right aspect. Now, if you see the channel, there are two channels, left and right. So likewise, each energy center is subdivided into left and right aspect of its functioning as well. And now, if just simple example, if we walk on a street and if we get hurt, our feet get hurt by a kind of stone coming on the way, suddenly our brain gets an alert, and that is how it recognizes the pain associated with the stone hitting our feet. So in short, our brain is connected from our top to toe, and all our body sensors are being interconnected through various arteries and veins. Likewise, this energy center is being connected in our hands at this position, left and right hand, as well as our feet over here. This is important when we progress in our meditation and to know whether this energy center is functioning or not with the help of vibrations. This will be at a progressive stage. So don't worry too much about these dots at this moment. We will just focus on this central energy center of Muladhara. All right, next one, please. Okay, the element associated with this energy center is earth. Since this is the beginning, this is the start of all the energy centers. In total we have 7 energy centers. Earth element is associated with it, since it is considered as a grounding element. Now whenever we sit, the beginning, it is like touching the ground, almost touching the ground. And ground has got a gravitational force, and it has got a power to suck all our negativities or heat. Anytime if you sit on the ground or earth, you will feel a bit relaxed. So that's why we recommend to sit on the ground as far as possible during the meditation. However, it is not a conditional aspect. It is not a mandatory. You can sit anywhere as per your convenience, depending on the situation. Okay, the physiological functions. So these are some of the governing functions of this energy center. Like I said, every department has to control some or other tasks. So this energy center, it controls our excretory organs, reproductive organs, part of our memory, and emotional and mental equilibrium. So this is kind of a job scope of this energy center. So once our energy center is balanced, all of this, whatever you can see, they work in a healthy way. Okay, qualities of this energy center are innocence, wisdom, and joy. So it is quite self-explanatory. Just to give you an example, if you see children, small children, if they do not worry about anything on the past or the future. Even they don't hold any grudges. Even if they are sad, the next moment they will be happy. That is where we call as innocence, meaning you don't worry about anything, because that you don't control anything. Even for me, if I know that I don't create oxygen, I don't create any elements in the nature. Everything is been there. I am here to enjoy it and cherish each and every moment of it. So that is the childliness, innocence, which all of us have. Only thing, even during our childhood, we know how we were. Whenever our parents used to take care of us, we used to enjoy a lot. Even now, we want to enjoy that childhood, but sometimes during our work process or so-called responsibilities, that innocence gets hidden or wisdom gets hidden at some part. And the only objective of having this center in balance is to revive that innocence, so that we enjoy the present moment. Don't worry too much on the past or the future. Okay, so these are some of the problems and causes of imbalances. Some problems which may cause during imbalance of this energy center are diarrhea, indigestion, unstable attention, and lack of wisdom. Some imbalances which may cause austerity, unusual behavior, some impure knowledge. But however, whenever we share these problems and causes of imbalance, we don't stress too much, because that is the only reason we are all here. We are all here to cure these problems, or rather these problems don't come whenever we are, our intention is to be in balance all the time. So whenever we are in proper meditation, these problems and imbalances doesn't happen. So don't worry too much about these problems and causes. Once we start to meditate, or once we are meditating consistently, they will not appear or occur. Okay, how to improve? Like I said, sit on the ground. Very importantly, but it's not a conditional, I mean, it's not a mandatory stuff, but whenever you sit on the ground, you will feel that relaxation, that your body becomes completely silent or relaxed, or rather, whatever heat or whatever stress in your body gets absorbed by the ground. The imbalances, if at all they are there, they are removed through the earth element. Regular meditation, which we recommend all the seekers to do consistently. You may miss, there won't be any watch on you. It's basically your own watch master or teacher, whatever you can say. But what we suggest seekers, once you meditate, you invest that time, and so as to you get that benefits out of that meditation. Spend time in nature. Go in a park, go in a garden, wherever you can see trees, the nature. Best thing is to spend time with the nature. and you see this energy center come into the balance automatically. Next slide, please. Okay, now what we are going to do, we're going to listen a short talk by the founder of this meditation technique on Muladhara Energy Center in specific, to hear the perspective from the master herself. So I'll request our team to play that speech. So let's listen to it. It will be around 5 to 6 minutes.
But as Kundalini rises, on every center, you start getting the light of that center. At the first center, you get back your innocence. Your eyes become innocent. Your behavior becomes innocent. You are not filled with lust and greed. You don't look at things with lust and greed, but you look at things with innocence, which is a very big thing that people have lost, and that you get back. And such a person develops many qualities. One of them is that such a person is full of fragrance. Such a person has a tremendous gravity. Tremendous gravity. And such a person has tremendous dynamism, and is a bad word, so I don't want to use it, but magnetic. His magnet is awakened within him. This is the center of your magnet, of the earth. Such a person develops a tremendous sense of roads, and sense of direction. You place him anywhere, he will know where to go, like birds. You place birds anywhere, they know which side is north, south, east, west. In the same way, you also develop your lost innocence and your magnet within you, by which you have proper direction. But the highest of all, you develop the proper direction to wisdom, which is the wise thing to do. You just don't do stupid things. You just don't do. Even if you ever try to do it, you will not do it, because you know it is so stupid. Just you don't do it. I mean, it is so simple to be wise than to be stupid. Because if you have to be stupid, you have to go out of the way to be stupid and idiotic. But if you want to be normal and wise, is the easiest thing to do. But what people do is to do things that would make them more and more stupid, nonsensical. Because also some people told me they do it, the reason being they think they have a nuisance value. Like in London now we have one funny stuff going on, they call it what? Punk rock. You see, it's a funny stuff. Now, poor things, they don't know what they are doing. And I think only value of that punk rock system is this, that they try to sort of make a nuisance out of them so that people feel attracted towards them, or sort of a significance out of them. But when you become a realized soul, you realize your significance, because you understand you are part and parcel of the whole, and that your significance is to give realization to others. The highest of highest. That's what you have to do. Now you are a saint. And that's how the whole attitude of cheapishness, of outward shallowness finishes, and you become a serene, dignified personality. This is not possible through any sermon, any lecture. It is only possible when the Kundalini rises, you become like a very dignified child. Very dignified child. I had seen one beautiful painting done of Mother Mary being taught first time. If you see her as a child, She's a very dignified personality. As a child, she's about 10 years of age. I've seen my own grandchildren who are not very old, but extremely dignified. They walk like kings, behave like kings. In every behavior, you find there's such a dignity. They'll never do something shallow. They'll never ask for anything. They never weep for anything. They never cry for anything. They're so dignified and they understand it so well what is dignity is. I don't have to tell them because they're born realized. In the same way, you become that. Nobody has to tell you that do this or do that. But you understand that you must have self-respect. This happens to you automatically. This is actualization. Nobody has to tell you that you be dignified, you just become. I have seen people who were absolutely absurd. Even from this punk rock we got some people. And they were so changed that people could not recognize them. But one thing bad has happened with this punk rock, that they put some sort of dye in their head, and since then their eyes became very weak. Because these dyes, I think, make the optic lobe covered with some sort of a color, and you can't see properly, and the eyes became very weak. And it took some time for us to remove the effect of those dyes from their head. We go headlong. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong in this world if it is a stupid fool. But for a wise man, there are very many things which are absolutely wrong, and there are very many things which are absolutely correct. So you develop your wisdom by this first sentence.
Now let us all just sit for 1 minute, close our eyes, and just feel, if you're able to feel anything on your palms, over your head, or even under your feet. Now slowly open your eyes. Do not worry about what you can feel or what you can't feel. The important thing is that given that this is a subtle system, we need to make ourselves even subtler so that we are able to experience this energy that we are talking about in all these sessions in Sahaja Yoga. So to make our body even more subtle so that we can experience and we can feel this energy, let us do a very simple exercise. Today, Abhijit took you through what Muladhara chakra is all about, and we are going to sit on the ground and meditate for some time. Of course, for those people who are not able to sit on the ground, they are recommended to sit either on a chair or sofa or any place that is comfortable for them, as long as their feet are straight touching on the ground. It is very important for your feet or to sit completely comfortable on the ground, because that is when you are going to be able to earth or to be able to ground yourself. The body is actually made of 5 elements: earth, air, water, fire, and ether. And all these elements are used to clean these different energy centers that we've been learning about and that we will continue to learn about. Each energy center is resided by a particular element, and we will utilize that element to cleanse and to make that energy center clean so that we can make our subtle system and our body subtler so that we can feel it. Now, as we learned today that the earth element cleanses the Muladhara chakra, we are going to be using the earth element to cleanse our Muladhara chakra and feel the vibrations. Next slide, please. So it's a very, very simple exercise. I hope you all are able to see me. And what we need to ask is just like, imagine like something that you really, really want to feel, especially those people who are experiencing either some feeling on the left hand, right hand, head, or any sensation that you're feeling. If you really want to feel the energy centers that we've been talking about all these days, then all you need to do is really desire it from your heart. If you desire it from a heart, automatically everything will work out. So the first thing that you need to do is for the Muladhara chakra is keep the left palm open and the right hand on the ground. And here we are clearing the left side of the Muladhara chakra. You can choose to close your eyes, alternatively keep your eyes open. But all you need to do is very simply from your heart, desire and ask, Mother Earth, kindly purify and improve my left Muladhara chakra. Let's say this in our hearts and try and see if we can feel anything on our left hand or anything that is going out through our right hand into the earth. Now, very slowly bring back your right hand back to your lap. We will do step 2 now. The right hand open and the left hand on the ground. Here, we are going to be clearing our right Muladhara chakra. Here again, from our heart, desire and request, O Mother Earth, kindly purify and improve my right Muladhara chakra. You can choose to close your eyes or keep it open, but most importantly, try and feel if you can feel anything on your right hand or on your left hand, which is now on the ground. O Mother Earth, kindly purify and improve my right Muladhara chakra. Now slowly bring back your left hand onto your lap. And we will do the step 3 now. Next slide, please. Step 3 is very simple. We need to put both our hands on the ground. We know that Mother Earth is the most compassionate, and we will ask or request the Mother Earth to establish our innocence and wisdom, which are the 2 qualities for the Muladhara chakra. So let's put our hands, both hands on the earth, And again, from our hearts, request, O Mother Earth, kindly establish the principle of innocence and wisdom within me. Try and see if you can feel any energy flowing from your palms or your body into the earth element. Now slowly bring back both your hands onto your lap. Next slide, please. And now we will play some music and meditate for another 3 to 4 minutes. But while we do so, we will earnestly ask from our heart, O Mother Energy, kindly make us worthy of you. We will ask, O Mother Energy, kindly make us worthy of you. You can choose to close your eyes or keep it open, and we will meditate now. Now, before I pass it back to the MCs, was there anybody who would like to share their experience, or if they felt anything specific, please do put it in the chat, and or feel free to unmute yourself and let us know. And with that, I'll pass it on to the MCs.
Yes, Renu.
Hi, Morgan.
Hi.
So, it was actually a very deep meditation. I believe so many of our participants have been foot soaking and regularly meditating. How does
Yes.
it feel like that?
It was a very, very good session, and I hope all the rest of the participants here enjoyed it. Not to worry if you have not been able to follow, or if you have questions about these lessons that was conducted today, because it was really very deep. There's a lot of sharing done by Abhijit and Soumya, and since you were not able to take down notes physically, so it's all kept in the website. So feel free to go to the website. Our website is at freemeditation.com AU/April 2022. So all you have to do is click on it. The tech team, could we access the website, please? Right. Now you will see on your screen, okay, the information for you about the 24 days is there. So what will happen is you will have these two pop-ups here, which is join with Zoom. So we recommend that you join the Zoom so it is live and you can follow and you can listen to the facilitators. In the event you did not get a chance to come on board and you missed it, please join the YouTube because the recordings are there. If you go down, scroll down, yes, you will see there's week 1, week 2. So today we are in week 2 and we are in day 9. You can just click on any of that. Let's try week 2. Yesterday there was one session, so you will see a recording of that. And today's one will also be loaded up. You see the button here, you just click. And right at the bottom, there is the registration for any more new seekers who want to come on board, because I'm told every day there are people who love to come on board. So here is a request for us. Oh, and there's this green button on the chat group. You have any questions that if we fail to answer today on the chat group, please join the chat group because your answers will be definitely entertained. And one last thing, there is still the column on register. Please share this with your family, friends, colleagues. We welcome anybody who can come and join us on this and share this knowledge with as many people as possible. All right, with that, I think we are ready to go to the chat. I'm quite excited. Renu, please do jump in. If I do miss any of the questions, please do bring it to my attention.
No worries. I'm here.
So do we have a question in the chat group? I see two, but there's
Yes,
one
we do.
question. How do you manage to meditate to the music at the beginning? This is a question from Sabine, and she says, I find music distracting and rather energizing, activating, then relaxing, and calming the mind to meditate. So who would like to take that? It's a long question, so you probably have to break it up.
And I'll take that. Sabine, thanks for your question, first of all. So basically, music is not compulsory. Generally, a lot of people, they go along with the music. It suits your mind, specifically the instrumental one, but it is not compulsory at all. If it is distracting or if you feel that it doesn't help you, meditation doesn't require any third-party things to be going along. You can just silently meditate in a regular fashion, and that should suffice. So I hope that answers.
If I may add,
Sure.
since we were talking about the first energy center and how it's connected to the nature, if you could just observe the nature and tune your ears to start listening to what you can hear from nature, whether it's birds chirping, crickets, or the sound of the wind rustling against the trees, the leaves rustling. All that actually helps you to go in a little bit more deeper within yourself without you even realizing it. So start observing these things. You may just find that you become more calmer and very much connected to your own self. Give it a try.
Okay, there is a question here. Is the meditation less effective if one is unable to sit on the floor? I've tried, but after a few minutes, I like this, my behind started hurting despite sitting on a cushion. Okay, who's going to take this?
Okay, I'll continue to answer since it is a continuation question from Sabine. Sabine, very very practical question. A lot of us goes through it. So it is not compulsory. It is recommended. It is not compulsory to sit on the ground. Sitting on the ground is quite effective unless it is it is giving you back pain or it is disturbing your posture. Your posture should be comfortable when you sit on the meditation. So you sit on the couch or on chair, absolutely okay. But wherever you sit or wherever you are there, your attention needs to be stable and less distracted by whatever surroundings you are.
All right.
If I may just interject,
Yes,
so sorry.
go ahead.
I just wanted to add to Sabine that given that the exercise that we did today was on the floor, it would be good if you can walk on either grass or the ground or the sand, and you would in fact be having the same kind of effect where you're earthing or you're grounding for the Muladhara chakra. As far as the exercise that we did today, it is not a requirement that you need to do the exercise every single day. As long as you're doing your meditation and your foot soak, you're good to go.
All right. Thank you.
And try to avoid plastics. Try to sit on any natural materials that you may find available at your place. Maybe wooden flooring. Maybe you may have some marble flooring, or you may have a wooden chair. That would be a better idea than sitting on plastic chairs, because plastic just doesn't carry vibrations and it sort of deters your growth or you trying to cleanse yourself. Okay.
Okay, that's another question by Kasturi. While meditating on the ground, can I sit on a mat or just on bare floor? Which I think really you just answered.
If the mat is plastic, no. If the mat is made out of rubber, natural materials, straw mat, go ahead, all good.
Okay, there's another question. I felt pain in my left fingers and pain in my left hand, and also right fingers paining. This is from Raji Selan.
Okay,
Anybody?
I'll take that.
Sure?
I'll take that, Raji. First and foremost, I think it's a good thing that you're able to feel the mother energy kind of tell you as to which energy centers are require some attention. So the places where you felt pain, it is recommended that you make a note of where you felt the pain, and perhaps reach out to us on WhatsApp or even individually to any one of us, so we can help you identify which specific chakras or which specific energy center requires a little bit more of attention and clearance, and then you can easily rectify it going forward.
Okay. I want to tell the participants, please don't feel shy. If you have any more questions, just raise your hands. We can actually see, and then we'll let you come on board. Okay, Felix to everyone. Feeling both palms, the energy drawing down the earth. My heart was feeling full of joyful and expansion, and my body keep like falling backward. Wow, I'm having a good feeling just reading this. Yes, he's, I think, sharing this. Any comments from both of you, the facilitators?
I think we should thank him for sharing this as well. Because I think it's very important for us to also know that, how you're feeling about the whole experience, so that we can go forward and, make it an even more enjoyable experience for you all.
Just
Yeah.
to add on this one, Felix, thanks for sharing, and keep consistent with this practice. There will be a lot of good things you'll come to experience as you go along with the journey. All right.
Yeah, he just added one more. He said, my inner heart is keep spinning and expansion. Wow. It's a wow effect. Okay, so
There is a participant who raised his hand. Leon, go ahead and unmute yourself, or if the tech team could unmute him, then we can just listen to him talk.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you, Leon. Go ahead.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. I experienced with that one, I experienced a lot of tingling in the lower part of my body, coming up my body, and I felt a lot of tingling around sort of the forehead area, and then I felt it just clearing. So I think there's something clearing up there from this meditation that we just had, which was quite interesting. And the question I had was, I noticed the other day, sorry, the first question, I've got two, I'm going to sneak into. Now, the first question was, does the sun replace the fire element? Is it the same, the sun and the flame, the fire?
Maybe I'll take that. No, the short answer to that, Leon, is no, because sun, is not necessarily an element. It represents the right-hand side. The fire is an element. So the 5 elements that are there are earth, fire, water, ether, and air. So these are the 5 elements that are used to cleanse different chakras. So moon and sun represent the right and the left side, which is something that you can perhaps learn later on as we go ahead in this journey. But the short answer to that is sun and fire are not the same.
Okay. Because my second question on that was, I was meditating, I was facing the sun the other day, and I found it very clearing for me. But then I realized I was actually standing up. I wasn't sitting down. I was standing up on the ground, but I had my shoes on, and I felt something wasn't quite right. And then when I took my shoes off and stood on the ground, everything was quite significantly different. It was like my shoes were acting as an insulator. And I was just, like these questions that are being asked about, do I have to sit on the floor and that sort of thing. I'm just wondering, like, should we be trying to not wear shoes as much, so we're more grounded?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Really right. Yeah.
Yes. So it is recommended that when you meditate, you have your feet ground, or like touching the ground, or you're sitting on the ground. And that's precisely the reason, because your shoes could be made of any kind of material which could actually insulate the flow of vibrations or energy coming from the earth and or any of the elements to your chakras, and vice versa. So and it's great to hear that how you were able to explain as to the tingling sensation going across your body, and you being able to identify where exactly it is going. So it's great, because this is exactly what Sahaja Yoga is all about. It's not a theory, or it's not just a science, but the amazing thing about Sahaja Yoga, it's all encapsulating. Most importantly, it's an experience. So as long as you're able to experience it, and it's lovely to see that how you're like playing around, taking off your shoes and trying to see if you can experience it better. So thank you so much.
And thanks for your feedback, for everyone. Your support's fantastic. It's great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Renu, any more? Do you see any more questions?
I think there is one question earlier from Ben.
Ben, okay.
I can read it out basically. Is it
Okay.
meditate in other styles alongside Sahaj meditation, or would they conflict with each other? Okay, so Ben, thanks for your question. Quite good question. It's a very common question. So we don't stop you to try it out. Basically, you can try it out. It is not, we don't recommend it, but you can try it out and compare with Sahaj meditation or other forms and see for yourself as an experiment what benefits more for you. Because Sahaj meditation, like we have been saying, it is just not a theory, it is a practice, and it is a proven practice. It has been scientifically proven that things work out in our body and effects do take place. So just to answer, you can give it a shot, but try this Sahaj meditation, whatever it has been taught for last few days, and see if it benefits you in a longer run. Okay, thank you.
Okay. There's one more question from Manoj. It says, I feel deep meditation, something we had today, is quite close to half sleep. Is it the right feeling?
Okay, maybe I'll take that.
Yes, I saw the broad smiles from both your faces.
It is a very interesting question, Manoj, and thank you so much for asking that. Quite contrary to what sleeping is, deep meditation is actually, or Sahaja Yoga meditation is all about being very much aware and in the moment. So when you are asleep, you are not necessarily aware of your surroundings. You're not necessarily aware of what is happening in your body. So a state of sleep is pretty the opposite of what you would be doing in a deep meditation. We understand that the reason why the confusion is there is because in both states your body is relaxed, but they are completely two different states of awareness. So that's the differentiation between being in sleep and being in deep meditation.
Okay, I have one question which has been asked by others to me. If I'm going to ask, awfully tired and you have a garden in the house, right? So instead of like sitting cross-legged, you just lie flat on your back with your hands spread out. Is that good or bad? Is it a form of meditation?
That is actually excellent in terms of clearance, because your entire Kundalini or all your 7 chakras are directly in contact with earth. So it is a very good way to kind of relieve yourself of stress or any bad energy that you have, it being sucked into the earth. But it is not necessarily a method of meditation.
Okay, it's a clearing then.
It is a clearing, yes.
Great. Okay, I don't see any other questions. How about all of you all? Can you?
No, there's one more.
All right, where's that?
YouTube.
Felix,
From
is it?
Kashi, who wants to know how to know that we need specific treatments. Okay, if he's talking about the candling and the ice packing, how do we know and differentiate
I'll answer that. Yeah,
when to use which treatment?
I'll answer that. Okay, Kashi, thanks for your question. So like I said during the recap today, those treatments are optional. They need to be used only when it is needed, and candling treatment is for the left side. So left side meaning whenever you're meditating, you're feeling too much lagging or too much sleepy, or something is heavy on your left side. That is the time you need to use candling. And right side, the ice pack treatment is for your liver basically, or right channel too much in action. So whenever you're feeling too much heaviness on your right side, you need to use the ice pack. Saying that, these treatments, like I said, they are optional. Everything can be cleansed from left and right by balancing. So whenever you do balancing, and if you are doing it consistently, the left and right channel can be balanced, and those the treatments are in extremes. Whenever you are not able to balance throughout the meditation after trying it for a longer time, then go for those treatments. Otherwise, regular meditation is quite good to balance your whole subtle system and take you into thoughtless awareness.
Okay, there are 2 questions. One is by Felix. When I put both my hands pointing down to earth, the energy start to drawing downward to the earth. Is there anything wrong?
Nothing wrong. That's absolutely right. Everything is going right. So basically, whenever you are connected to the ground, gravitational force acts and the earth starts to suck away all that, whatever is not needed from your body, emotionally, spiritually, and physically as well. So it is kind of a detoxification process. The more you are connected to ground, more prominent this feeling will be, and eventually your balance will be achieved very soon as you go on with this meditation practice.
Actually, all the participants should
Sorry,
try this.
carry on.
Actually, all the participants should give it a try. If you get a chance, sit on the ground and you put both hands on both sides. Okay, like say this is the land, the earth, and then after a while you raise your hand and just feel what do you feel within that air pocket. Do you feel a sense of cool? Do you feel heat? Do you feel cool? What do you feel? It's a self-experimentation. Everyone, you should try it. Okay, so lay both hands on both sides. Sit down on the ground. Ground yourself for a few minutes, just like how Somya taught us earlier. And then just raise your hand above the earth and just feel it.
Okay, we have one recurring question. I think we'll see this for the next 15 days. How to overcome the negative thoughts and the overthinking? Back to both of you.
Okay, I'll take that one. It's very, very simple, Surya. It's very simple said. I must say that as well. So what you need to do in the very beginning is just keep telling your thoughts that I don't want you, or go away, go away. Slowly your mind starts being able to kind of know that, you don't want any more of those thoughts. It's like how if you have too many things coming on your screen, you just keep taking it out without really indulging or reading what it is. That is the important thing. When the thought comes through, you just completely, without even thinking about the thought, say that I don't want you, go away, go away. And then slowly you will find that your mind starts relaxing. Simultaneously, I guess when you will reach the Agya chakra, or when you reach the corresponding chakras, you will also learn about how you can treat that specific chakra and better your thoughtlessness, or in state where you don't have thoughts, because thoughts are actually, they come in a bell curve. So you have a beginning, then it kind of peaks, and then it goes down, and between these two, every thought, there is a small gap, and that's the thoughtlessness. That's what you want to achieve. You will get, when you keep refusing all these big bell curves and keep saying I don't want you, I don't want you, or even what Abhijit had kindness helped us on when we were doing the Muladhara chakra, said that you just say that I forgive these thoughts. So if you keep saying that, then you will eventually reach a stage where your mind is too tired to think, and you will not get any more thoughts.
Renu, I think we have to wrap up the chat. Oh, there's one.
We'll wrap it up here. Okay, let's review on what we will be doing tomorrow. So Morgan, do you want to tell the viewers?
I think Renu, you can take that for a while, because I'm having some instability in my site.
Yeah, sure. So tomorrow we're going to move forward to the second energy center called the Swadhisthana chakra. So if you remembered from the subtle system chart earlier, Muladhara was at the far bottom, and then we had the sacrum bone where the Kundalini strands were in a triangular bone, and then we have one more energy center on top of this sacrum bone called the Swadhisthana. So the Swadhisthana is the center of all creativity. So tomorrow we're going to explore and see, after Kundalini awakening, what is the potential of you nurturing your creativity, and probably have some of the facilitators also share their journey of their creative journey. It's going to be quite fun. And we also have a special musician on board. I'm a great fan of him. He's a pianist, and his name is Mr. Bagus, and he will be here tomorrow sharing and meditating with us. So stay tuned for tomorrow. If there's anything else, yes, we are
We'll
going
close with the
to.
meditation.
Yeah, we will close with the
Just
meditation.
before we close, Renu, there is a short question from Raji, which we missed. I'll quickly answer that. So Raji, I have read your question. So don't worry too much about your mom. Just keep practicing this meditation. So once you get in balance, everything will automatically fall in place. So don't worry and don't fear everything. Okay, all the best. Okay, let's.
So you can continue to do the short meditation. Who's going to do it? Somya or Abhijit?
Soumya,
do
you want to
one.
do it? Or should I?
Sure.
Okay.
This one short
Go ahead.
meditation.
Go ahead, Bhaiya. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So usual, we just tie up our Kundalini. We do it. Everyone knows about it. So we just do together. Just raise the Kundalini with your left hand and right hand rotating around our left hand. Go on the top. Tie one twist or knot. Similarly, second step, exactly same. Left hand vertical upwards, right hand rotating around your left hand. Go on the top of your head, tie two knots. Third step and the final step, similar. Take your left hand vertically upwards. Go on the top and tie three knots. Now let us create a protection layer around us 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, just close your eyes and keep your attention on top of your head in very silent state for next 2 minutes. If the thoughts are coming like it was advised, just say, I forgive my thoughts. I forgive my thoughts. Stay in silence for next 2 to 3 minutes. All right, slowly everyone can open their eyes now. Hope everyone is feeling relaxed and silent within. So thank you everyone for joining today. Anything from you, MCs?
Yes, we will thank also in our hearts to Shri Mataji, the giver of all this knowledge, without which all this would not be able to be shared with all of you. And we thank you, Soumya and Abhijit, to having to
Thank
come
you.
here and lead the meditations. It was really nice. And Morgan, welcome. We'll see you again throughout the week. And so we'll catch all of you participants also. Thank you for coming in. And we'll see each other tomorrow, meditate together tomorrow, and enjoy some music tomorrow and see where it gets us through. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. Don't forget to foot soak and meditate. All right.
Thank you and
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night and bye, everyone.